So what I'm trying to say is, welcome to Blending with Nicole. So about a week ago, I decided to start a 28-day, 30 plant a week, whole food plant-based diet. And I was going to record it and share it on YouTube and Instagram. Of course, on day one, I broke my blender. And I really broke my blender. I'll be honest, I was pretty upset about it because I'm not in a position to buy a new replacement pitcher for a Vitamix right now. But I'm really excited to say that when I posted a silly reel about me carelessly breaking my blender, Vitamix actually reached out to me. And while this video is obviously not sponsored, they were kind enough to send me a replacement pitcher. Let's have a look at it. I just want to say that my old Vitamix pitcher was very loved, but it was kind of loved the way that you might expect a 2-year-old to love a kitten. I loved it hard, and I did not treat it very gently. I will definitely be more cautious in the future, because I can't believe that this, at some point, looked like this. It's perfect, and I'm so happy to have this blender, so I feel like I can get back on track and start making more videos. Today, we're gonna make some tomato soup to go with some vegan grilled cheese sandwiches, and I'm still really excited to share it with you. So, Vitamix, I highly recommend. They're definitely an investment, and like I said, it's not something that I could purchase casually, but as someone who's been on a mostly plant-based diet for 4 years, I can honestly say that my Vitamix has been really beneficial and helpful to me. And I make my soups, my smoothies, a lot of my dips. You'd be amazed how many things you can mix up in a Vitamix. So if you can, I highly suggest getting one. Let's make some soup. So our ingredients today for our tomato soup are, well, a lot more than tomatoes. We do have 3 different kinds of tomatoes going in the soup today. I've got some fire roasted diced tomatoes. I have half of a huge beefsteak tomato and some sun-dried tomatoes. You can use whatever you've got, but I like to have a couple different ones if I have them on hand. I'm going to be putting in about 2 tablespoons of pine nuts, and I picked up this little packet of organic basil. Obviously, if you can grow your own, but I don't have any right now. I have some carrots, a little bit of celery, some red bell pepper, green bell pepper, a teeny tiny smidgen of shallot, once again, because FODMAPs, a lot of green onion, about 1.5 cups of baby spinach. We're gonna add some navy beans and about 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Now, of course, you can season things however you like, but for me, I usually go with salt and pepper, a little bit of chili powder, some Italian herbs or herbs de Provence, and some bay leaves. Okay, now this soup could easily be made oil-free or even fat-free if you left out the pine nuts. But for me, I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil to my pan just to kind of get everything cooking up a little bit fast. It's been about 2 or 3 minutes, and I went ahead and added our beefsteak tomato just so that the water and the fluids in the tomato can start mixing up with our veggies. It's been about 5 minutes, and it's time to add a few more ingredients. I'm gonna put in our pine nuts. You can always add more pine nuts than this. This is honestly what I had left. Our sun-dried tomatoes. A little bit of spinach is sneaking in there too, that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add our white beans. I use about 1/2 cup. Again, you can use more. I just have to be mindful of my FODMAP intake. Specifically, beans can be a tough one, but I do try to include small amounts of beans into my daily diet. I almost forgot our canned tomatoes. Got all our ingredients mixed in. Things are looking gorgeous. And I'm just gonna bring it up to a boil and then let things simmer for about 20 or 30 minutes until perfect and pristine for as long as I can. And this is your reminder to remove your bay leaf. Oh. And here we go. My grilled cheese on marbled rye and homemade tomato soup. Cheese is pretty good. This is my first time trying it. It's the Vitalite dairy-free plant-based cheddar slices. Vegan cheese is not always awesome, but I have found that sometimes you can make them melt, and this one seemed to melt really well when I put it in the microwave for a few seconds. So anyway, one of these days, if you want to see how I do that to get my vegan cheese to melt, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a video just about that. But let's dig in. It's comfort food. One of my very, very favorite comfort meals. I love grilled cheese and tomato soup. And this way, it's pretty healthy. Special thanks again to Vitamix for helping me out when I broke my blender. You guys are the best.